Hey YouTube, it's Ian from It's Two Minds. Do you want to learn how I turned these goals into reality? The topic of today's video is goal setting. I set these goals as a 17-year-old. I'm now 32 years old and 99% of my goals that I set back then have come true today.
How's it going, guys? So tip number one from myself and Ian here at It's Two Minds would definitely be to take those larger goals and break them down into smaller chunks.
And how we personally do it is we work on a daily, weekly and monthly basis to achieve our goals.
Absolutely. And if you want to keep yourself really accountable, a technique that we use, and I know so many other people use it, is to break the day down into hour-tight compartments or even 30 minutes. And if you put a task inside of that compartment, tick it off, it gives you a real sense of achievement.
Tip number two for goal setting. We personally use a technique called SMART. And what SMART stands for, is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound.
Guys, so let's start with specific. I want to lose 10 pounds in the next 4 weeks, and to do that, I'm going to attend the gym every morning. I'm going to drink 2.5 litres of water every single day. I'm going to have a healthy breakfast, healthy lunch, healthy tea, consisting of 40% carbohydrates, 30% proteins, 30% fats. And why am I going to do this? I'm going to do it because it's going to give me more energy and vitality to get through the day at work.
Next up is measurable, and the way that I'd personally break it down is, say for instance, I needed to lose 10 pounds, I'd give myself a month to achieve that, and I'd break it down on a weekly basis. So every single week I know I need to lose 2.5 pounds to get to my end goal.
Guys, so next up we've got attainable, and you want to make sure the goals you're setting are achievable. You don't want anything that's so big it becomes off-putting. Set yourself a goal that you can achieve and work on every single day.
Next up is relevant. And something I personally use when creating a goal is putting an emotional why to why I do that. Because doing that makes me more inclined to making that goal happen.
Next up we've got time bound, and it's super important to make sure you set yourself a period of time to achieve that goal inside of. As Ian mentioned earlier in relevant, if you keep yourself a time period, you're going to be much more accountable to achieve that.
So tip number three, is create a vision board. And Kurt's going to explain to you what a vision board is now.
Absolutely, guys. This is something that I use every day of my life to make sure I've got something to look at each morning. And a vision board is basically just gathering together all the things that you want in life.
Yeah, they can be many things, They could be materialistic things, i.e. cars, homes, and there could be spiritual bits and pieces on there as well, family, relationships. It doesn't matter what it is, they're going to be down to you or what you feel or what you love in life.
Absolutely, guys. It's so true what Ian said. I remember on my first ever vision board, this is a true story, I had a picture of a specific car that I knew I wanted to achieve. And going into the car showroom and forecourt, I spoke to a lady. She explained to me that they didn't have that specific car in. And 2 minutes later, as I was leaving the forecourt, she said a brand new vehicle just came in. It was the exact thing that I wanted.
And again, touching on that, what I personally did as a young kid, maybe 16, 17 years old, I like my cars, we're using these as examples, is I went to the showroom, I sat in the car, I felt it, I smelt it, I visualised myself. And what I do with my vision board, I have it on the back of my bedroom door. So every morning I wake up, I see stuff or things or feelings or emotions that I want to have in my life. So I would recommend to you, put that vision board somewhere where you see it every single day.
Absolutely. Guys, and it's so important once you've written the goals down and you've created this vision board that you're going back to these goals on a regular basis to keep yourself on track.
Of course, and something that I can personally relate to is going back to these goals that I set in 2002. Some of the goals, 99% of the goals come true, but there were small, minute details that didn't come true. And that was because I didn't revisit these enough. So I'd recommend every single week or every couple of weeks is going back to your goals and going over them so you rehearse them in your own head so you know them off by heart. So each time you achieve one of your goals, you just tick it off.
Guys, so there you have it, exactly how we set goals, and hopefully you've taken value from this video so you can go away and set yourself some serious goals for 2018.
If you found this video beneficial, please go and share it. And also hit the subscribe button down there, up there, down there, up there, wherever it is.